Romshinators, thank you so much for joining me back once again on Romshii Radio. Let's get the hair right first. Hello. Look at my gorgeous locks. How do you think I get this shine? How do you think I get this curl? How do you think I got this confidence, this nice sweater, these beautiful guitar pedals? How do you think this whole thing came to be? How do you think a man like me makes his living on YouTube.com? How do you think a man like me made it to a position such as this? Well, a big part of it is sobriety. Yes, I've been sober for a long time. I'm almost losing track, to be honest, of how many years it's been. I've made other videos in the past about it. You can go watch them. It was actually the first time I ever did a YouTube video where I talked like this. It was a video about sobriety, and I did it so that everybody I knew would see it, and that if I went anywhere drunk, I would feel like a total asshole, because I would know everybody saw this video where I proclaimed how great my life was, being a sober person. And if they saw me, they would know I was a fake, I was a failure, I was a loser. Because I was completely fine with telling people I was an alcoholic. That didn't bother me at all. I would show up wasted doing dumb shit. I'd break your screen door, I would walk right through your screen door, break it, break your mother's antique vase, take all my pants off, go skinny dipping in the bathtub, shit myself, make a pass at your mom, wake up on your front lawn, and I would be fine with that, because I would tell you at the beginning of the night, I'm an alcoholic. And despite all of these terrible things I did, one thing that you could say about me is that I was very confident. Very confident man. All the confidence in the world, this guy. He walked right through my screen door, made a pass at my mom, shit his pants, got naked, went into the bathtub, and frankly, my mom's asking about him. That's what people would say. But how do you get your confidence back after you've quit drinking, after you've gotten sober? How does that happen? Because we use alcohol to get through a lot of these big moments of our lives, whether it be something romantic, like getting the courage to walk across the room and talk to somebody who you like, whether it's getting the courage to dance in front of people, getting the courage to get on stage, the courage to face another day, forget all this social shit. The courage to be alive, you know. A lot of people with drinking problems, they have a general anxiety about life. Whether that comes from trauma in their childhood or they're just born with it, who knows? That's for the philosophers to philosophize about. But how do you get back that confidence that you were borrowing from the alcohol after you've been sober? It's huge. I mean, when you first get sober, you kind of get a burst of energy, because you start seeing the world in different ways. You get this initial high. But once that high wears off and you're confronted with situations that you used to use alcohol to overcome, then the real test begins. And often we get stuck in a loop, you see. So let's say I quit drinking. It's been a couple years. I feel really good about myself. My life is no longer a disaster. But some sort of event comes up that makes me nervous. And I'm scared to do the right thing, whether the right thing is apply for the job, ask out the girl, go on a camping trip that makes you nervous. Whatever it is. Whatever this thing is that you're nervous about and you want to back out of it, you might find yourself in your mind going back to the fact that, oh, well, I quit drinking. I've already improved myself. I'm already God's most perfect little boy because I'm not destroying myself with alcohol. Leave me alone. Everything else should just be handed to me. Please? Please, will you go out with me? I already quit drinking. I used to be so bad. I'm just really sensitive and nervous. I used to just be so confident, but now ever since I quit drinking, I'm like a scared little boy. That's because you are a scared little boy. Because ever since you've been a little boy, you've been using alcohol to overcome these moments. It's true. And not only you, generationally, your whole family, your whole bloodline has been using alcohol to overcome these moments. And now you're out there in the world without this liquid courage. That's why they call it that. They call it liquid courage for a reason. Where do you find your own courage? It's hard to say. Because one thing you're going to find about life is that you don't get to go back to the person you were. You go forward into something else all the time. It doesn't matter. Whether you're dealing with addiction, whether you're dealing with grief, whether you're dealing with changing jobs, changing cities, moving, whatever it is you're doing, whatever big change you're going through, you don't get to go back to the person you were. You get to go forward to being a new person, okay? And that's why when you do get sober and you do start confronting things, you're going to see them differently. You're going to face them differently. A lot of the people that you knew back then, you're not going to know as well now because you're not going to the bars. And if you are going to the bars, you're not staying too late till while things get messy and crazy. And you're not going to wake up and think, oh my God, what did I do? Oh, but at least I was confident. At least I wasn't afraid. I made a pass at my friend's mom, but at least you had the balls to make a pass at somebody. At least you shot your shot back then. Now you just sit in your room and you're worried about sending a text message to the artisanal soap lady at the farmer's market. I don't know who you have a crush on. I don't have a crush on anybody. I have a girlfriend. I'm done. I love you, baby. If you're watching this, she's probably not watching. She hears me enough. I guess the only way that I have found, and this took me years, by the way. This isn't something that happens overnight. I want you guys to know that. You don't just get this confidence back overnight. And as I said, you don't get the same confidence. You're a different person now. You've moved past that drunken, lazy, kind of throw spaghetti at the wall confidence, that confidence that got you in trouble, that confidence that got you in all sorts of dangerous situations, that confidence that almost basically ruined your life. If you're an alcoholic, if you have a drinking problem, that confidence that got you into fist fights, got you into car accidents, got you into strange situations that you never should have been in. And now you're missing that confidence? No. You're missing a confidence that you've never had. A confidence that comes from strength within. Real character. Real thoughtful decisions. Half the reason you're not confident right now is because you're actually thinking about what you're doing. You're thinking about your decisions for the first time in your life, and it's blowing your fucking mind. You're not just stumbling into things. You might be overthinking things. You're thinking, what are going to be the consequences of my actions? The consequences of my actions. What will they be? You're thinking a lot. You're planning. You're cultivating. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to rush into any big decisions. But at the same time, you should push yourself to do the things that you know you should do. You got to get out there. You got to get out there and meet new people. You got to put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable and not use alcohol to get over them. It's the only way. That's the whole point of this video. The only way to do it is to do it when you're nervous. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you're sober. Do it when you just feel like not doing it. You feel uncomfortable. Go to the thing. Go to the event. Meet the person, even if it's awkward. Do the job interview. Don't drink before the damn job interview. Wondering why you didn't get the job. Sipping whiskey outside the place. In your button-up shirt. The confidence that you miss was a fake confidence. The confidence that you're coming into is a real power. Something that truly will sustain. And nothing that is truly good, truly powerful, comes easy or quickly. You're going to have to cultivate it by continuously doing things that make you uncomfortable. Small things, things that you would shrug off. You would shrug it off because you didn't care, because you were drunk, because you were over it, because you weren't even inhabiting your own soul. You were handing it over to this rotten vegetable juice, sold to you by television and movies and by your parents and by your whole society. You go to the bar and they bring it out in a fancy glass, and there's a foam at the top and it's so expensive, and you feel like, oh, I'm such an adult. It's all marketing. It's all bullshit. Trying to get you to hand over your sovereignty to some rotted fruit beverage that's ruined lives all around the world. And it almost ruined yours, but look at you. You're watching this video. You're taking it back. The confidence coming to you doesn't come from some rotted potato beverage. It comes from your inner power. It comes from your character, the character you're building, brick by brick, the redemption arc that you are on. You are skyrocketing. Everybody's proud of you. And if they're not proud of you, it's because they're jealous, because they don't want to see someone getting better, because it makes them feel bad about themselves. This might be your parents. This might be your friends. It doesn't matter who it is. You're doing the right thing, and you're building confidence from within. Every time you step out of that comfort zone and you do something that you're not used to, do something that you maybe felt was so easy when you were drunk, when you were able to just bury your social anxiety and bury your little inadequacies and you would just silence the voice in your head with this alcohol and just go and just smash through the wall like the Kool-Aid man and make a mess of everything. You're not smashing through walls anymore. You're opening doors and you're entering the room with confidence. Here I am. I'm awake. My eyes are clear. I'm drinking soda water. Michael Bublé. I'm Michael Bublé, and I'm here to stay, Romshinators. That's it. There's no 5 tips for doing this. The tip is to understand you're not going to go back to the same person you were. You're moving forward into a new, more powerful version of yourself. The confidence you used to have is dead. It wasn't real. You're building something new, a new power. A power where you use every faculty to make the right decisions for your life. Where the confidence comes from an inner spring. An inner spring of you wanting what's best for your life. Thank you so much for watching, Romshinators. I appreciate it. If you like this video, comment down below something that you're scared of. Oh. That's what your inner voice sounds like when you're about to go do something that you're nervous and that little devil on your shoulder tries to say, stop, you're gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get hurt. You might. You might get hurt. I don't know. I don't know what it is you're thinking. You're gonna have to do it scared. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the easier it gets, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the less Romshi radio videos you're gonna have to watch. Which is actually bad for me. So, I'm really telling you this for your best interest and not even mine. Anyways, thanks for watching, Romshinators. I appreciate it. See you in the next one. Goodbye. See ya.